Every day before dawn, they saddle their horses, coil their lariats and whips, and ride out to work the herds. They are the Florida Cowboys, living legacies of the longest history of ranching in America and guardians of the landscape that has shaped them. Long before Western cowboys drove their herds over the Chisholm, the Goodnight, or the Bozeman, Florida cattlemen were trailing their cattle across the Swanee, the Apalachicola, and the Kissimmee. People known as crackers from the sound of their whips settled the range alongside Seminole Indians from the lineage of the great Chief Cowkeeper. Today, 5 centuries of heritage live on in the descendants of these pioneers. Despite losing 200,000 acres, more than 300 square miles of rural and natural land every year to development, nearly a fifth of Florida is still covered by ranch land. Drive a few miles down the road from Disney World, and you'll cross a ranch with more cattle than any other in North America. Continue further south, and you'll discover ranches that sustain an endangered population of black bears, and other ranches that may prove essential to the survival of Lake Okeechobee and the Everglades. As keepers of the last frontier, Florida cowboys share their land with bears, panthers, and other endangered species, along with irreplaceable wetlands that help sustain the state's strained water resources. How can it be that this world has gone unseen, overlooked, or forgotten for so long? Without awareness, we're in danger of losing both the culture of people and the landscape they have been quietly managing since long before the Civil War. Photographer Carlton Ward Jr. has been documenting Florida ranches to share a vision of what is at stake as the face of Florida changes. His stunning photographs, complemented by 20 historical, cultural, and environmental essays from Dana St. Clair, Joe Ackerman, the Nature Conservancy, Audubon of Florida, and the Seminole Tribe, among others, celebrate the grit and raw beauty of the Florida heartland and its enduring cowboys. The writing and photography lead a journey from Spanish explorers to range wars, from cattle trade with Cuba to modern grass-fed beef, from wildlife corridors to water management, from endangered species to innovative land conservation programs that balance agriculture and the environment. Feel what it is like to follow the tracks of a black bear down a sandy trail, to gasp at the surprise of a buck bounding over a palmetto patch, to hear the call of the owl from a mossy oak, to marvel at flocks of cranes as they glide out of sight, or to look into the eyes of a Florida cattleman as he peers out over the land that has hewn him and that he, in turn, protects.